Hey there YouTube, this is JV111 here. I know I haven't made a video in a while, or at least a very, useful video. But today I decided to finally make one, because I got my new headset. So today's video is going to be a mini-mod spotlight and a redstone creation that I made using a very interesting function of this mod. So the mod spotlight is the Metallurgy mod, a Minecraft expansion, version 1.14b by Shadow Claimer. So just a little look at the blocks. You can see it adds a few new ores and actual block types. Oh, if you're curious about why these blocks look funky, I'm using DokuCraft, a modified version of it. Alright, so here are the blocks that it adds. So you get the copper vein ore block. You can also make a copper brick, a tin vein, a tin brick, bronze brick, iron vein's right there. You can also make steel now. Well, that's always been there, but yeah. Or steel actually, no, it's not been there. Manganese, which use iron and manganese to make steel, according to the list. Everything can be found in the Minecraft forums. Just search it up. So you got manganese, mithril, auriculicum. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Adamantine. You got zinc, brass. Also adds silver. Gold vein's always been there. You get platinum and it's block. And not only does this mod add the new ores, he also decided to make some weapons for it as well, using the original textures and using, I believe, Balkan's weapon mod. It is compatible with that mod, so let's go and take a look at those. So all of these right here are the weapons, and even adds new ore types. So these are the new ores that you get from the new blocks. And if you notice here, there's new stuff also over here. You can actually make coins using this mod, which I found extremely handy if you want to create for example, either an adventure map or even for your SMP. When this eventually does get onto SMP, it's not there quite yet. He's working on it. Hopefully it will be up and running soon, because I have most definitely recommended this on the survival server that I currently am playing on. But yeah, you can make coins, and not just a single coin, you can make a lot of coins. So basically you have the option of using just a coin, but the upside is one coin, if you take 9 of them and you put it into a crafting bench, you can actually make a stack of coins. So that adds some stackability to it, and even furthers it by adding the ability to make a bag of coins using the 9 stacks of the stack of coins. So that's actually really cool, and it adds even further stackability. So basically, you can have up to about maybe 81 coins per bag of coins, and you can have like 64 of those bags. So you can have a whole lot of coins very easily, and it makes it a lot easier to store in your chest. Like, let me give you an example. So basically, here's a chest full of all the ores and the coins. Now, what I was saying earlier is also that I made a redstone creation. So let me just get out of survival and go back to creative mode. Now, some of you may or may not know about this game show, but it was pretty popular for a while, and it's actually based off a really dangerous game. The game show is called Russian Roulette, and what you see over here, with all the ugly redstone wiring popping out, is my version 1.10 of it. So here we go. Basically, this game is basically meant to be run with 3 people. One person is going to be kind of like a guard, making sure there's no griefing happening. This is actually designed to be on the server, so no griefing happening, so the guard would just kind of chill around, make sure everyone's happy. It can be almost like a moderator in a way. So in a way, it can be run by 2 people, and just have a mod come in every so often. But 3 people would probably be better. So one person's guard. The second person is going to be over here. Now what he does is basically he flips the switch. So let's just leave that switch flipped. My apologies. Which opens the door. And the door is basically the playroom, the game room. So if there's someone already in there, the switch is pretty much... He would close the door and wait for this torch to blink off. When that torch blinks off, he can reopen that door. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So let's just keep that open. Also, here's a secondary function, which I'll explain when I get there. So let's just play the game, see what happens. So basically, I just did for continuity stakes. So you stand on the center glowstone. So there we go. Follow follow directions on the signs and cross your fingers. So we press this button first. This activates the game. Now you have about a 50-50 shot of either falling down, not very far, maybe like 3 blocks, or going through there. And that's your prize. You want to get here. You're hoping to get here. Now let's see if I get there this time around. And no, I fell down. So yeah, so I only fell down a couple blocks. And basically it's a little handy little gem creation. And you just kind of leave this way. So basically that's what would happen if you would lose. Now here's where I was talking about the torch blinking off. This pressure plate is rigged up to this door. However, it's also rigged up to the rest of the redstone functionality of the show. Like, let me give you an example. Now everything's turned off. Let me just fly around, make sure everything's hunky-dory. I'll explain the rest of this in a moment. Just need to make sure that I'm not getting completely and totally screwed by doing this. No, everything's good. Everything is kosher. Perfect. Alright. So, now let's see if we'll win the game again. Now you notice here, this redstone's activated. That's basically if you go into the prize room. Let's see if we get into the prize room. If not, I'll just show you what the prize room looks like. And I'll explain the circuitry in a second. So let's try it again. Hit the button. And press the button. See if I fall down. Yeah, I fell down. Alright, let me just reset this. And I'll just kind of break into the prize room so I can show you what the prize room looks like. So let's do a quick break-in. Alright, so this is the prize room. Now, if you were to have won, you would come in here, and there would be another set of buttons. Now, what this does is it activates the 4 dispensers here, and this is why I pretty much love the Metallurgy mod. Now, let me just show you. I don't really see the coins so much as coins. I see more as tokens. So basically, if you end up getting first prize, there's a dispenser full of the bags of coins. If you end up getting 4th prize, 3rd prize, 2nd prize, so on and so forth. There's even a note block attached whenever they activate. I'm not going to activate it now because that will mess up my entire circuitry. And why are you doing this, you mother? Sorry about that. My computer likes to sometimes not like me. Alright, let's just go through the water. It'll be quicker. Get back down. Alright. So, the way this works is, let me go through this, and I will correct that right now. So it's not an unsightly hole randomly in the middle of that. Just see if I can... That's not letting me. Alright, there we go. Just make a quick fix. Okay. So now here's redstone wiring. Basically, it runs off of two pseudo-random number generators, and they're very simple random number generators. Basically, it uses the principle of glass and wool. You may have seen this aspect used. Oh, why did I do that? You may have seen this aspect used in the Magic 8 Cube. A lot of people have used this for this. I decided to implement the exact same circuitry idea. Sorry, let me just put this back to today, and create both my circuitries. So here's the main ones. Basically, you have a 50-50 shot of you opening the door or falling in. So basically, once that activates, you hit the first button, which is, let me see which one that one is. That would be here. Okay, so the redstone wiring here is the first button you hit. Now that activates a very small clock. Very simple, very standard. But it's fast. It runs very efficiently, and it pushes everything clockwise. Or, wait, no. Yeah, clockwise. So everything gets randomized. You have a 50-50 shot, like I said, of either the wool hitting it, which activates the power, and that activates this edge trigger, which in turn will cause you to drop. Or it activates on glass, which turns this redstone torch on and opens up a very simple and rudimentary 3x2 piston door. Now, if you were to enter the prize room legitimately, you would have the option of hitting the button once, the first button, which is the lapis lazuli block, and that would activate this much more expanded version of that little pseudo-random number generator. This is slightly more random in the sense that the way the blocks are spread out. And what this does is there's 3 possible outcomes. Now you can either get, you can either hit 2. Let me do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. 8 and let's see if I can figure this out properly. So 8 and 7 are in fact, I actually have these labeled for continuity's sake as well. 8 and 7 are 4th prize. So if you hit number 8 or number 7, you'll hit the 4th prize. The first prize, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is number 2. So there's a very slim chance of you achieving first prize, but there's a greater number of chance of you hitting either 3rd prize, 2nd prize, or 4th prize. So that makes it a little more, again, it's not random per se, it's more pseudo-random. It just gives the idea of, like, there is a pattern, it's not a very apparent pattern, but it does exist, and, actually what happened here? I'm missing a block. Huh. Well, let us fix that quickly. Turn off caps lock. I don't know why the hell that turned back on. Let's add a glass block there. And basically, I go through 3 redstone torches into basically a very rudimentary decoder. And I believe this is a 3-bit decoder. If I'm wrong about this, I apologize. I am very new to decoding and using this whole function. I was very confused, and that's why it looks so ugly, because I originally had a 2-column, what's known as a 2-bit decoder here, and it looked completely ugly. It did not work. Every time I would turn the system off, one of the dispensers would still activate. So I tried to upgrade it, and this is basically what happens here. Now, so that's all that function. Now, if you notice in a couple of my other videos, I like to hide stuff. So I decided to create a little secret, I don't know, for fun, a little secret entranceway to get in to the workers area. hit the button, and a little simple 2x1, or was it 1x2 or 2x1? It's probably 2x1. A 2x1 jeb door. Walk in. Doo -doo 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 -doo. Hit the other button. That closes the system. Do 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 do. And here, now you are now officially the worker. He doesn't really do much. He just sits here. And these would have a bunch of okay, now here's the idea for the tokens. Or using the coins as tokens. Basically, you would trade in the tokens for various items, like for example, golden apples, diamond armor, maybe even some of the armor from the mod itself. I mean, some of the weapons, if and when armor is ever released for his mod. If he's watching, it'd be a good idea to work on. Possibly on a future update. I know he's trying to work on SMP soon. So yeah. Basically, one guy would just pretty much sit here, get coins spat at him, or I would probably create a trade room. That'd probably be in version 2.0, where this guy, all he does is open the door, and or I can do something else. If you guys have ideas, I would love ideas, comments on the bottom at the end of this video. So yeah, so primarily what he's going to do is he's going to get items like the coin spat at him, and if he gets a specific number of coins, he'll give the price. So now here's what the second worker does. Well, technically the last worker, because we already know what the first worker does, being the guard. So basically he's maintenance. So I added two little functions. First one was a secondary room here, the obsidian room. I was sick and tired of the gold and the diamonds. I wanted something a little darker. And this would have a bunch of chests full of prizes. These would all be full of prizes, and you'd have them marked by signs and whatnot. And something splashing in the water on the background. And now here's something I'm actually kind of proud of. I kind of created my first piston elevator. This took a lot of time to create. In general, this was a good month project. Not just this piston elevator, but the whole project in general. So, let's go up. Alright, and basically, maintenance, what he does is, notice how he kind of had to break in to get in here? Well, maintenance is easier for him because he just comes in and he restocks. There would be an extra chest full of the returned tokens, or if people like to hoard the tokens for some reason, there would be a bunch of extra tokens. It'd all be set up accordingly. And how he leaves is, he walks across, hits the button that resets the piston elevator. It's a very simple piston elevator. You can find it on YouTube. And then he just comes down here. No piston elevator here, just a simple ladder system. And then hits the button and leaves. And then he'll go back and do his work. So yeah, that's my redstone creation that has taken me a very long time to create. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you rate, comment, subscribe if you want to. Hopefully you do. I would very much enjoy more subscribers. Currently I have one, a very good friend of mine. You can check out his YouTube channel and subscribe onto him. He's a great reviewer when it comes to other video games like console games and peripherals like headsets and controllers and whatnot. He needs all the subscribers he can get. So please look him up by using my YouTube account, and please subscribe to me as well. And thanks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll hopefully make another one within a couple more weeks. So bye.